Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man today talk.
Ekuleo. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to you wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. From wherever you are watching from, you know what to do first. Yeah? You can subscribe if you haven't. Leave the chat room and go on there and just click on the like button before you get fully settled into this. Let's do that. Thank you. So you must have been reading so many developments about the latest declaration from Yoruba land. Many proclamations made in the last 24 hours. And you're asking yourself, what is the state of things? What is going to be the next line of action? I've got two news for you, my friends, tonight. The first one is an acknowledgement of our effort on Maiyegun's Diary Political, how we have finally become a community that continue to grow with what we have managed to do together with the platform and off the platform. So I received, what do you call it? I received a sort of a proposal from international money transfer company that have that acknowledged the level of our I don't know how to put that, like the level of our united sort of comradeship, in a way that the numbers of people who actually found Maiyegun's diary political so kind of their go-to platform when it comes to, and diasporans meeting on here, not just Nigerians but Africans too. So this is acknowledged. Now they are giving us something. I'll tell you more when they finally make a proper proposal. So, and I hope, and I believe, by the way, that many of you will give them the support. They are coming on board to give us some support. Yeah, something good. So I'll tell you more about that. That's the first part. The second good news is that finally, if anyone says that we are wasting our time talking about the development in Nigeria and the continued clarion calls on our people not to wait on their, on the criminal compromised politicians in Yoruba land, not to wait for whatever Abuja tells them, not to wait if anyone is in any way opposing Yoruba from not just protecting ourselves, even from self-rule. The process have started. That's a good news, because you know why I believe so much that we have done so well to raise the army of not just the young people, including the elite. Something happened in Ibadan today. Yeah. But before today, there was a press conference yesterday where Oloye, Comrade Sunday Igboho, thank you very much, Bosse Adebayo. Thank you. It's actually a good stuff, But when they bring the whole bundle here, I'll tell you. But it's actually a good stuff, for the acknowledgement to start with. The fact that all of you just keep faith with Maiyegun's very political. They realize that every time Maiyegun is on, every now and then, you're always there. So it's been acknowledged, and therefore it is good for the ministry. Remember, our ministry is the ministry of truth. Well, and then I actually want to also acknowledge something quickly. Sorry, I had to digress a bit. I also want to acknowledge a little bit shout out from some of you, amazing people. So I'm going to call just your first name, Suzanne. If you are watching, I got your message on PayPal. Thank you. Same with let me see others. People actually reach out to me a lot in so many fronts, and I'm so grateful. So this, and also Omobolaji, just know that I got your message and thank you. Okay. So Emmanuel, you know yourself. Thank you. I got your message on PayPal. So that's what it is. The appreciation from people who continue to say, Maiyegun, we are with you. Don't worry. Just continue to be you. Continue to do what you are doing. And that good news of when we were calling on the Yoruba Obas, Yoruba traditional leaders, community leaders, opinion leaders, political leaders in Yoruba land, those who matter, not to relax and leave the people at the mercy of their killers. A meeting was called today, but there was a particular one that was called yesterday, where Sunday Igboho declared that this time around, Yorubas are not going to fold our arms anymore. It is going to go beyond just talk now. In fact, as part of what Sunday Igboho said at that conference yesterday, it was like and he was right, very right, yeah? Muritala Muhammad Airport, Apapa Seaport, all these areas that are actually meant to be the entrance, the gateway into Yoruba land, are controlled by people who are not accountable to the people of Yoruba land, but accountable to just whoever is at the center. We have no say. Now we're going to take over. We're going to take control of that. He said that, and I believe him. And he also said, well, if they touch anyone, if they touch anybody because of this declaration, then maybe Yorubas should begin to pack. The homecoming, the going home or so is so close than you can imagine. And we have this is where we need ourselves more. This is where Maiyegun's Diary Political and there's so many other beautiful, amazing platforms that are doing amazing jobs all over the world, in the course of educating the Yorubas why this is important. Constitutional breach, that's what I'll call it. The 1999 Constitution that should be the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not respected. It's been breached by the invasion of terrorists into Yoruba land. And I am so happy. If anybody says you are just talking, you have no idea. You have no idea what is going on. And I'm going to make you have some ideas of what is going on. And you don't even have to believe it. You don't even have to agree with it. But I want you to follow it. Continue to follow it. At the end of the day, yeah, you will educate yourself so that when that time comes, you won't be actually so shocked or surprised. So we are doing a great job. When people send me messages, Maiyegun, you are doing a great job. Listen, if I haven't replied to you, right, I've seen many of those messages. And that's why I will continue to do what I'm doing. But guess what? Even with what we are doing, yeah, even if it's a thankless job, but with your corporation support, every day ready for Maiyegun, the sky is our limit. It's just our starting point. So I'm going to take you through the few of these communiques. And I mean, after yesterday, today, even Seyi Makinde had to attend. Seyi Makinde had to face the Yoruba people, the real Yoruba people. He had to face them and answer some questions. And I'm going to play some video for you. Okay? You're going to see some. What I'm trying to tell you is that you don't have to completely be so stiff to the information about the possibility of Yoruba breaking away from Nigeria or forcing Nigeria to renegotiate whatever arrangement they told you is not negotiable. The journey to that, the journey to that has begun. Do you get that now? And we will continue to. And you know why they have to act? The young people are beginning to see alternatives. They are beginning to realize that there could be alternative to Nigeria than what their political leaders have told them. There is no place, there's no country. There's no other country other than Nigeria. Listen, there are other countries. You have your own country, Oodu'a Republic. Let me take you through that first part of that meeting, okay? And what Sunday Igboho had to say. I want you to follow this because this program is for the educational purpose, where you'll be able to bring yourself up to date, what is going on, when things changes, and when things, what I'm talking about, you follow up every now and then. And I think that's why we call Maiyegun's Diary the diary. Listen to Professor Akintoye at their own press conference yesterday. I'm going to take you to the press conference of today, where Seyi Makinde had to attend at Makinde, where Gani Adams was there, and so many other royal fathers who also attended. Yoruba Ilana Yoruba. I'm going to share that with you. Watch this first.
Therefore, kì í ṣe nǹkan tá a fọwọ́ sí ń jọ yẹn lélẹ́yìí o. Nígbà táwọn bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀ Azikiwe Ahmadu Bello tán jókòó ní 1950s tán sọ̀rọ̀ federation lẹ́nu àfẹ́ ṣe. Kó bá simple fáwọn òyìnbó wọn create 3 regions. Àwa Yorùbá àti àwọn tó wà àwọn Urhobo, Ìsoko, Ẹ̀dó, wọ́n pa wá pọ̀. But each of those people only self-determination tara wọn o. So àpapọ̀ àpè ní Western region. Western region ò lè gba self-determination Ẹ̀dó kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn o. So a ṣe ti Western region, a ṣe Eastern region, a ṣe Northern region, and so on. Agreement àwa ṣe ń bẹ̀ níjọ́ yẹn ni wípé we are going to be a federation in which all these people will have the right of self-determination. And so on the basis of that, wọ́n wá kó sovereignty wọn pọ̀, wọ́n kó the Western region, Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ èrò Western region, Yorùbá, Ẹ̀dó, Yorùbá, Urhobo, Ìsoko, Ẹ̀ka, Nkankan, ètò yín nìyẹn. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ Middle Belt, Tea, orúkọ kẹ́mọ́ṣà máa jẹ́ lọ́hùn. Àkótìyín papọ̀ no gbogbo àti north papọ̀ àkópọ̀ tìyín nìyẹn ẹ̀yin tí east tìyín náà ni wọ́n wá ṣètò ń gbà yín pé on the basis of that sovereignty o each region ló ní constitution tara ẹ̀ each region ló kọ constitution tara ẹ̀ each constitution, each region ní flag ìtara ẹ̀. Each region ní coat of arms ìtì ẹ̀. Each region ní representative abroad, tó ń pè ní high commissioner ní London. Our western region. Ilé tó ń pè ní Nigeria embassy lẹ́nu our western region lára. Our west that office chief high commissioner western region ní London yẹn. Àwọn east ní tiwọn, àwọn north ní tiwọn. Then each region no control its own resources. Ṣùgbọ́n tó ń bá wá ṣe tí owó bá jáde nídìí resources yẹn oníye tax sam federal mama san fún federal government. Àwọn region mẹ́ta yẹn ló wá decide pé nǹkan báyìí ní federal government lè ṣe mọ́ o. The following things: foreign relations, army, kìnìún kan and so on and so forth. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan yòókù àwa region lá ní nǹkan wa o. Therefore, the regions were powerful. For instance, Baba wa wọ́n lọ́wọ́ develop the western region wa tó yẹ pé within 2 or 3 years àti ń yá federal government lówó.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni agbọ́n má gbẹ.
Àti àwa ti ń yá federal government. In fact, in some cases a máa fún federal government ní grant. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ yàtọ̀ láàrin grant àti loan? That is it. And so we were able to develop at our own pace, in our own way. And that free education sílẹ̀ kò sí region mìíràn tó lè dá sílẹ̀. Àwọn náà sò tẹ̀ fẹ́ dá sílẹ̀ náà. Àwọn yìí sì try wọn lè ṣe wọ́n tètè yá gbé jù. Ṣòro. So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn, each people can develop in their own way. But now ẹ ti wá ṣe láti 1962 díẹ̀ láti gba independence díẹ̀ ẹ ti wá kó gbogbo power wọn yẹn ẹ ń kó lọ sí federal government ẹ ń kó lọ sí federal government ẹ ń kó lọ sí federal government ẹ ń kó lọ ó ti wá tán pátápátá today. Gbogbo powers tó wà ní Nigeria, agriculture, education, port, army, police, everything is wọ́n pín sí 98 items. 98 headings. Wọ́n wá ní constitution tí Abdulsalami àtàwọn Fúlàní àti Hausa rẹ̀ náà ṣe fúnra wọn. Wọ́n wá sọ pé we the people of Nigeria ló ṣe. Wọ́n wá ní of the 98 items 68 ló jẹ́ federal government nìkan ló gbọ́dọ̀ fọwọ́ kàn o. Of the remaining 30, state governments àti federal government lè ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n tí conflict bá wà láàrin interest in federal government àti state government, the state government must back down and let the federal government do it. In effect, kò sí nǹkan tí state government wà lágbára lórí. Their state governments have power over nothing. And yet, ní àwa Yorùbá. Àjọkò ní 1999 àfọwọ́sí àwa Ìgbò àfọwọ́sí àwa Middle Belt àfọwọ́sí àwa South àfọwọ́sí àwa Àìdúró. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹni ní 1999 àwa wọ̀nyí àwa Yorùbá Ìgbò kankan wọ̀nyí àfọwọ́sí pé a kó gbogbo ilẹ̀ wa kó fún Nàìjíríà. Irọ́ ni o. Sáyìn kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ wá àmọ̀ bàtẹ́jẹ constitution yìí o. Ẹni akó gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa subject.
That is by Professor Akintoye yesterday. I'm sorry if you don't probably understand all the Yoruba mixed up there. It is quite perfect for this broadcast. Please manage that gap for, with us. This is what Sunday Igboho had to say, to add.
Tí káwa ní Èkó ń bí àbábá gbogbo àwọn tí sọ lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ Fúlàní ni wọ́n. àfẹ́ wọn mọ́ pọ́ọ̀tì wa náà ní pọ́ọ̀tì méjèèjì Fúlàní ní control wa ń bẹ̀ àfẹ́ wọn mọ́ gbogbo airport wa ń bẹ̀ yẹn Fúlàní ní sọ lórí bẹ̀ àfẹ́ wọn mọ́ sẹ̀mẹ̀bọ́dà àfẹ́ Fúlàní ń bẹ̀ mọ́ láti sísí lọ tí bàbá bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kẹfẹ́ tá a sèmítì á lọ sí gbogbo bọ́dà wa lẹ̀ tí láìsí ó lè mọ wọlé ó jẹ́ ó lè mọ wọlé gbogbo ó lè mọ wọlé nínú ẹlẹ́kùnsẹ́ náà ó ti tó gẹ́ gbogbo bọ́dà wa tí ìjọba Nàìjíríà láwọn tì á sọ fún ọ pé àṣìlábẹ́ ọmọ báyìí á lọ sí gbogbo ẹlẹ́ láti sí ìlọ fúnra wa gbogbo tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe fún wa àwa kan ti rẹ́dì fún yín mo ń gba ẹnu gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ ni o àwọn kan lè máa sọ pé ẹnu Yorùbá kò ẹnu wa kò ẹ má fọkàn sí o tẹ́ bá fẹ́ mọ̀ pé ẹnu wa kò ẹ̀yẹ ẹ̀fọ́ kan nìkan ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn ọba pátápátá níbẹ̀ lẹ́yìn wa ọba tó bá bọ̀ sílẹ̀ yìí wa kọ́ lọ ṣe fídíò kárí kò ní mọ́júmọ́. ẹ̀fọ́ jẹ́ ìmọ̀ràn mi fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ilẹ̀ Haúsá ni wípé ayé ti tó lọ ẹ máa bọ̀ nílé o ẹ máa bọ̀ nílé o ẹ máa bọ̀ nílé o à ń gbà yín nímọ̀ràn pé gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ti bẹ nílẹ̀ Haúsá ẹ máa bọ̀ nílé ìyà tí ń jẹ wá yìí ti tó o gbogbo àwa Yorùbá ẹ má jà bára wa jà ẹ já ṣera wa lọ́kàn àsìkò ti tó ilé ti yá ẹ já ṣera wa lọ́kàn ó sì dẹ́nu. alàgbà Sunday Adéyẹmọ alias Sunday Igboho sà.
I can do a bit of what do you call it, some interpretation there quickly. Sunday Igboho was making a very straightforward statement where he said we are no longer under Nigeria, the same Nigeria that locked our borders. Yeah. And you know what happened? When they locked the southern border, they opened up the northern, where they don't even have borders in the north, right? Where these terrorists who are now killing our people in Yoruba land, they believe to have come from. Abi? So he also said, we know that the two port of entry to Lagos or to Yoruba land, by air and by sea, you know, are controlled. That's Muritala Muhammad International Airport. Imagine, they put the name of a genocidist, murderer. They put his name on the international airport in Yoruba land. So that's something that we have to change, okay? Yeah. By the time this whole process get to the stage we are expecting it to get to, all those names will have to change. All those funny names that they give acknowledge or recognition to in Yoruba land. Yeah, we're going to get to that stage that all those names will have to go into extinction, rename them, give them the names of the real Yoruba sons and daughters that should be remembered, right? So we will get to that. We haven't gotten to that yet. So he said we're going to get rid of that, which I, you know, believe that if Nigeria is being fair, right? Like Professor Akintoye said, the regions should that what Nigerians agreed to, what our forebearers agreed to in 1960, in late 50s, before they agreed to become part of Nigeria, was that everyone will do his own business on his own way, at his own time. There was never a time that you have a country called one Nigeria, that everybody have to go to the center and beg, or everybody have to be running helter-skelter because somebody is too powerful and he can arrest you, he can command the army to go here and there. Now, Sunday Igboho said, well, if they touch anyone, they touch anybody in Yoruba land, simply because Yorubas have now finally made up their mind not to look back anymore. This time around, leaving Nigeria for good. Well, that's the journey that started. We all should be getting ready now. What? To support them. Because this is what happened. This is what happened in Makinde in Ibadan today. Sorry, I'm going to read the content to you, but you can see these guys who are at the meeting today. Our, you know, Yoruba leaders like Gani Adams was there. You know, the Seyi Makinde was there himself today. So many other royal fathers were there. But I want to read their communique of what they had. You know, sorry, in fact, it was yesterday, not today. Sorry. So let me start with this. So the Wednesday, the 17th of March, 2021, the gathering of all Yoruba leaders of thought, obas, chiefs, policymakers and shapers, politicians, technocrats, intelligencers, whatever that means, traditional council groups, social cultural group met at the historic city of Ibadan and decided as follows. One, that the Yoruba nation notes with dismay, general state of insecurity in the country and the ancestral space of Yoruba nation, especially a situation that has compelled the rigorous interrogation of our situation. Two, that the Yoruba nation is currently living in a time of bad metaphors due to the almost irreversible abyss of dismality due to cases of daily incessant insecurity. That this August gathering of leaders of the Yoruba nation notes almost daily proof of government helplessness in face of the ugly peace and security problem. A few ugly happenstance offered credibility to this sorry state of affairs. For instance, Defense Minister of the Nation, Major General Bashir Magashi, in a jolting moment of helpless exasperation, advised Nigerians to begin to defend themselves. Whereas does self-help becomes an option other than in a situation of total breakdown of law and order. Following closely on the heels of that is federal government flying ban on Zamfara airspace. What more character of official declaration of war is there beyond this? 4, that the Yoruba nation is deeply worried by the unfolding anarchy, particularly as it affects the southwest region, almost rendered comatose by daily occurrence of kidnappings, arson, maiming, destruction of economic facilities and killings. That the act of criminality being connivingly tagged farmers others clash is a case of terrorism. Pay attention to that. Remember, we have been calling them that they should call for an emergency, an immediate security, what they will call the Yoruba emergency security meeting or summit. This is it. And they should make a statement. This is it. Follow the words, and you realize that some of them, they are followers of Maiyegun's diary political. Will continue. A case of crime against humanity. Recall that Boko Haram has long been declared the fourth most deadly terror groups in the world. Those who unleash attack on farmers, who kidnap fellow Nigerians for huge ransom, those who kill and rape women are no bandits, but terrorists. When injustice becomes law, resistance will be a duty. That it is in the light of the foregoing that this gathering of Yoruba leadership, having noted with concern the challenges faced by the security agencies and lately Amotekun, the new Southwest security outfit, in making our land safe once again, present unveils the Southwest Security Stakeholders Group under the leadership of Gani Adams. The Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land is hereby mandated by Yoruba elders worldwide to complement official government law enforcement units. Number 7, that this special internal Southwest security group, made up of all stakeholders in the security realm, including OPC, Agbekoya, Vigilante Group, hunters, etc., have been charged by leaders of our nation here gathered to help ensure our portion of Nigeria is safe again, whatever that means. That our forests are sacred, untouchable, irreversible, a no-go area to terrorists. That the Yorubas will not cede 1 inch of our forest to anyone under any guise. That the Congress supports the establishment of Amotekun as an additional unit in the security architecture in Yoruba land, while advising that the initiative be stretched further by allowing operatives of the outfit bear reasonable arm. Amotekun should be properly funded and equipped for their duties. That the present situation of the country calls for unity of our people across all divides, including politics, religion, social, economy, and age. that the Congress lend its voice in support of adoption of Yoruba national anthem by Osun and Ondo State, while recommending same to remaining state of the Southwest. Follow the words, follow the key words there, by the way, the code words so precisely. Follow them. 13. The agriculture should no longer be seen as a part-time vocation, but an important engagement to be taken seriously and encouraged by Southwest government. That the nation should, as a matter of utmost urgency, trace our steps back to true and functional federalism as a panacea to tension and mistrust in the nation, if the country is serious about remaining an indivisible whole. Number 15. That the major economic backbone of our race bequeathed to us by our founding fathers, Oodu'a investment should be revamped, reinvigorated, and operative by the government of the Southwest. The Congress appeals to all state governors in Yoruba nation to tread with caution on the National Livestock Transformation Program. If ranches will be established in any state, our traditional rulers, our leadership in the various local governments must be carried along in the conception and execution to the program. No special privilege must be accorded any private business over other business. Whoever intends to establish ranches must comply with the law of our state. That this Congress gives special kudos to Engineer Seyi Makinde, the governor, for his untiring support for the cause of Yoruba nation, particularly for the 2021 Pan-Yoruba Congress. Similarly, the Congress commends other Southwest governors for the various contributions of that's semantics, especially for the development agenda of the Western Nigeria done. However, they give kudos to all this team of people who were able to make the meeting. This is where I'm going, right? This is where I'm going. Now we can begin to now scrutinize all of these groups who are now working together to discuss the social security issue of Yoruba land and taking Yoruba further, or if they can be trusted or if they cannot be trusted. Do you get what I mean now? Now we can begin to scrutinize who are the people behind all these associations in Yoruba land, because many of them are committed, right, to defend Yoruba land and ready to take it out of Nigeria anytime. So we should be able to identify those who are going to do this, because for the usual, listen to all these names, read them on your screen if you can. Afenifere, Yoruba Council of Elders, OPC, Voice of Reasons, Agbekoya, Yoruba Koya, Yoruba Unity Forum, Afenifere Renewal Group, Ilana Oodu'a, Vigilante Group of Nigeria, Southwest Hunters, Yoruba One Voice in Diaspora, Oodu'a Progressive Union, Yoruba World Congress, Egbe Omo Yoruba in Diaspora, Association Lagos Indigene, Igbimo Odo Yoruba, National Peace Academy, Egbe Omo Oodu'a, Egbe Isedale Yoruba, YYSA, Muslim Concern Group, Yoruba Liberation Group, the Muslim Congress, Professional Hunters Association, NIMC, Kiriji Defender, Ifa Council. And these are the people who signed and joined this joint communique on behalf of Yoruba. You have their names. Now, I've just given you that hint. Now you know that people are indeed, they are meeting. Are you with me now? They are meeting. That's another angle there, okay? And as you would expect, a conversation around Yoruba nation, Oodu'a nation, is now it's now becoming constant, occurrence in their speeches now. That is what we want to do. Let's drag them into it, even if that is not what they wanted to do. For those who might actually, as usual, grab the moment and take what they can take from Nigeria. But it's beyond that now. Do you know that? It is beyond that now. Somebody asked me about the GoFundMe fundraiser. I have heard the story. I have followed it up. It is just a case of a complete misunderstanding. There are also more or less like a ego clashing of a thing. But at the end of the day, it's been resolved. It is absolute nothing to worry about. And good enough, it's not about if somebody stole money or somebody used any money for his own personal use in any way. So it's sorted. Okay. That's the only thing I know about that. All right. But I'm not going to deny the fact that we've heard about it. So if you check your screen, maybe then I also said, well, I'll come back to my screen again. I told you, Seyi Makinde also added something. I want you to, as usual, just pay attention to his countenance, what he is saying, and you know what I mean. Before that communique I read to you right now, before they released that to the press, Seyi Makinde also made a statement at that meeting. This is what he had to say.
Wọ́n sọ fún mi pé ìjókòó ìyá wáyé. Mo sọ fún bàbá Aya Adébánjọ pé I will be there personally, màá wá. Àwọn tó lórúkọ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni àwọn tí wọ́n ti rí nǹkan gbé ṣe tí wọ́n lè tọ́ka sí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Èmi tẹ́ ẹ̀sìn ìrànlẹ́ṣẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ní ní tọkàntọkàn. But this gathering ó wà important sí mi. Mo ṣe sọ pé màá wá go back lọ sí historical lane kó tó di 2019 tí mo dìbò tọ́lọ́ sọ pé àsìkò tó. Mo ti try in 2007, mo ti try in 2011, mo try in 2015. So, kí lẹ wá lè rò wípé ó lè máa bà mí lẹ́rù tí mi ò fi ṣe ìgbà tó tọ́ àti tó yẹ. So I get bold to say, I am not encumbered in any way. I'll still say it again. I have no godfather, no political godfather, except God the Father. So long ló gbé mi dé orí ipò yẹn mi ò lè bẹ̀rù èèyàn, no matter how powerful ni èèyàn náà lè jẹ́, Ọlọ́run nìkan mo bẹ̀rù. So mo bẹ̀rù ni because ibi tí èmi jókòó sí mo lè rí so many things tẹ́yìn ò lè rí. And I stand on my honor. I will take decisions in the best interest of my people. I want to also say 2023. Ó yẹ kí ààrẹ wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ó yẹ kí lè ṣe máa di ọgbọ́n, máa di ọgbọ̀n, máa di ogójì. Ọ̀rọ̀ 2023 kọ́ ló wà nílẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ báwo ni a ṣe fẹ́ ṣe tó fi jẹ́ pé tó tọ́ sí Àlàbá, àdọ́dọ̀ Àlàbá, tó tọ́ sí Dòwú, àdọ́dọ̀ Ìfẹ́ ní federation tí a ń pè ní Nigeria. That is the major challenge tó wà before. And ibi tí ó bá yẹ jẹ́ pé ó wà needless ká ta ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹnì kankan sílẹ̀, we shouldn't. Nígbà àwọn bàbá wa, sometimes wọ́n sọ pé ọgbọ́n ó ju agbára lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ọgbọ́n ká fi ṣe nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀. Torí pé tí a bá lo ọgbọ́n láti ṣe, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ẹni kankan nínú wa kó jẹ́ collateral damage. Kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe fún Seyi Makinde? As I stand before you, and they confirm right now, tí ẹ bá sọ pé Seyi Makinde ò ṣe gómìnà mọ́, mi ò ní pin tí mo lọ fún ní ọ́fíìsì mi ní secretariat. I don't have a pin out there. I go there with my bag. I go back to my house with my bag. I made a commitment to the people of the state. So I'm not bothered about the position. I am bothered about the welfare, development, àti ìlọsíwájú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti Ọ̀yọ́ State. Yes, at the great Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn, we recruited into it. Even Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ta create infight wà nínú ẹ̀ in a particular local government. Ẹ̀wọ́n lè ní àwọn OPC ni wọ́n recruit jù síbẹ̀, ẹ̀wọ́n lè ní Sọ̀lúdẹ̀rọ̀ ni, wọ́n lè ní ẹ̀rí fún wọn ni. But what we want to achieve is an Ọ̀yọ́ State, and by extension, Yorùbá land tí àwọn èèyàn lè sùn kí wọ́n díjú wọn, where people can go.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
But what I actually wanted you to see is that, yes, that happened. Okay? We were calling on the Yorubas to come together, call the security meeting, make your demand known, tell these governors that if they will not, if they continue to do what they are doing, they will be left behind. And then what will happen? They will no longer be needed, and the people will take charge. Now they are, in a way, finding a means of giving recognition to all our own people now. Okay? What we are waiting for is that which of the governors in Yoruba land will first allow the Nigeria to come and move, to come and arrest any of us in Yoruba land. That's what we are waiting for now. Do you know that? Who are they going to arrest first, and what is going to happen next? Sunday Igboho said, if there's any Kabiyesi in Yoruba land that does not support the Oodu'a nation, that Kabiyesi should make a video. Go and make live video and say you are not in support of Oodu'a Republic, and come out and do that video. That's all. That's all you will need. We want to know how many Yoruba Obas. That's what Sunday Igboho said. We have the capacity. That's something I want all to know. That Nigeria has gotten to that stage that nobody wants to wait and watch school children kidnapped by terrorists, moved into the forest, and then you begin to negotiate for their release. You will likely not see some of them, or they will kill some of them. Many of them that will pass through that experience, they would live with the trauma for the rest of their lives. How would you want that to happen in Yoruba land? I mean, for goodness sake. So yes, we said they should call for an emergency security Yoruba summit. Oh boy, it don't matter what name they called it. They held the meeting. and it was about security. At least you were following what I read to you earlier. Let me see if I can see their faces again. Show you their faces. Yeah, the people who were there to give that. Yeah, where Seyi Makinde was talking earlier. Let me see if you can. Let me know if you see this. Yeah, that is Gani Adams. That is. Let me see where else I'm seeing there. They call it Pan Yoruba Congress Committee. I said they should call it Emergency Security Committee. It's just a security summit. Yeah. Look at the people who attended in Ibadan today. Yeah. So the whole message is going about. Why do you think they gathered there today? It's because of the insecurity in Yoruba land. It's because of the kidnapping for ransom of Yoruba people. Nobody wants to wait till they start kidnapping our people, our school children, our children. Who wants to witness it? And say they've kidnapped 200 school children in Ekiti. They've kidnapped this in where? You know what I'm talking about? So we have the capacity to stop them. We just want those who believe that they are politicians or governors or senators or whatever they call themselves. We just want them to know that if they don't join the campaign now, that's what I'm looking forward to now. Okay, bring everybody in. Then they will force them to bring out that book, that fake One Nigeria book. You remember that book they told us is One Nigeria book that is non-negotiable. Nigeria is non-negotiable. That nonsense. We will force them to bring the book out. And that's why I'm saying it to you. See, some people are still childish with their attitude towards what is going on. David O.G., thank you, Baba. Some people are still being childish, and sometimes we shouldn't really pay attention to them, so to say. Yorubas need Igbos, Igbos need Yorubas, because we are all going to force them to come to that table and bring that fake, and bring that fake One Nigeria, One Unity nonsense. Force them to bring it to the table. So let's see if they are going to send Operation Python Jump or Monkey Fly or crocodile, marathon, crocodile press up. Maybe they'll bring that to Yoruba land. You remember when they are doing their python dance and crocodile smile? Python dance. Bunch of animals. They are calling their own, they put soldiers together, they call them pythons and dancing pythons to go and kill their unarmed Nigerians. Now that the ESN, they have picked up arms and they have started defending and fighting back, pushing back. When last did you hear about Python dance? Python dance 1, Python dance 2, Python dance 3. There are no few winning remember that?
Oh, you do I fall. Oh, Mary, Mama win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Nandi bu onye du aimo. O meri woni nizu mbiro ya. Abakare mamanda ora. Unaburi meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unaburi meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unaburi meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unaburi meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unaburi meri Nandi. Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unaburi meri Nandi.
Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, and Python dance 3. Unofi win Nandi. I know I don't understand Igbo, but my Igbo friends understand it very, very well. We need ourselves. Leave all those rivalry and all that nonsense behind, okay? It's becoming real now. Let's get serious. I'm being serious now. We're going to need ourselves. We're going to force those who said that Nigeria is not negotiable. We're going to force them to come to the table. We will negotiate. Part of the negotiation is that we want to break everything up. Some of you don't believe some things will happen. You don't know that your generation, there are some certain things that will happen only once in your lifetime. This may be the one for your own lifetime. Why do you want to miss it? Why do you need any rivalry? Why? Igbo this, Yoruba that, Igbo this, Yoruba. Well, we did it. So what's waiting be all of that? What matters most is that we should all be grateful and thankful that our messages, no matter how they pretend not to see them, they are watching us. They are watching us. We call it the new media. New media, unrestricted, unstoppable, uncontrollable. If you can use it right, look at us. Maiyegun General Politico, Simon Ekpa, Mazinam Dika. You know, look at those big platforms that are not tired. They are not getting tired. Everybody is firing on. Baba, something will shift. How can you be so strong-headed that you think this is not going anywhere? It is multifaceted. It's called hydra-headed. I don't know what that means, but I know say hydra-headed means something that has so many heads. So if they are cutting one out, the another one is spranging. You don't know what is coming. New media. People are not tiring out. More people are being inspired. Do you know how many people are being inspired every day by so many of these platforms that they are like, I can do what Maiyegun is doing. There are many people who are better than Maiyegun. They are like, man, I'm just saving my money. When I get small change now, I go buy one nice phone. I will start my own broadcast. You know, you don't know. Some of you don't know. Something will shift. Something is going to move. Everybody is not going to use the same technique. Everybody is not going to use the same style. I'm asking you now that you see all this rivalry. Now, these ones, they do them right. Those ones are not doing it right. That's what, see, everyone has shown it that they have the capacity to fight and defend their land. The Igbos have shown it. The Middle Beltans have shown it. The Yorubas have shown it. We arrested topmost 2 warlords in Yoruba land within 2 months. Without the help of soldiers or Nigerian police or anybody. We arrested them. But unfortunately, we handed them over to the police. And today, the court is now... do you know that as Wakili, they jail? As Wakili, as they have locked Wakili up in Agodi in Ibadan, they are also locking the 3 OPC members that arrested Wakili. They are locking them in another jail. In Oyo, I think I should tell you. But what I'm trying to say there is that... if we choose not to follow or fall for the sabotaging effort of Nigeria, we have the capacity to defend ourselves. Forget it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mobilized thousands of volunteers. At least with the videos I saw, tens of thousands of volunteers. And he said he will raise the army, he will raise millions of people that will defend Biafra land. Some of you are thinking it's a joke. Look at that community. You see, that community you saw them, they are meeting there. Nnamdi win the war. Is it that community? That kind of meeting. It's just like maybe one out of 10,000 of such meetings going on in Igbo land. So we need to move. We need ourselves. We don't, and if you go to Igbo land, you will see our brothers and sisters. I mean, if you go to Yoruba land, you have our brothers and sisters there who are like, who also understand this so neglect. We need Hausas. We need, some of you are so angry that, Fulani, we know 1 year from Fulani at all. Baba, what do you want to do? They too have to come to that table. Your president, the president of Nigeria is the Fulani, Abi, from Niger. Abi? 90% of those who are leading Nigeria right now, they are Fulanis. That's power. That is the power they are now using to force all of us to say we can't go anywhere. But some people are going to challenge that. Yorubas are going to challenge that. The Biafrans are going to challenge that. So many other tribes, ethnic groups in Nigeria are going to challenge that. Last, even Fulani go come to the table. You may not have the idea, but I'm telling you, you need You need to understand some certain things, okay? They will come to the table. Some people say, let us fight them. And see, we'll go fight. But if you understand what it means, that even when everybody go out there and fight and shoot and kill themselves, do this, do that, war, civil war here and there, do you know that they will still have to sit down and talk? It's just that, I mean, that time, there will be nowhere to go and talk. By that time, the civil war would have divided Nigeria. The North would have been North. The Middle Beltans would have declared their own country. Yorubas have declared their own country. Some ragtag people who are still working as Nigerian army or soldiers, they will be seen here and there. At that point, all the people who are now left, they will be making arrangements to go and meet on a neutral ground. If you don't know, even when you go to fight, you are still going to come back and talk. We are trying to tell them, say, may they no make them kill before they talk. Now we have started the process. We have started the sensitization, the awareness across Yoruba land, so that if Yorubas goes on the street, if they decide to demand for Oodu'a Republic, they will know what they are demanding for. They will know what they are standing for. They will know what they are protesting for. All of this can be done. And I've told you repeatedly why. If anyone tells you that there's no other country you can go, let me tell you something. Or if they are telling you that breaking up Nigeria is not good for Nigeria, it's going to lead to so many wars in other parts, is a lie. It's a complete lie. Okay? Tell them you want to try it first. Which kind of country they will tell you that kidnapping school children and the government of that country is negotiating with terrorists? No protection. Government officials came out to say, yes, we have been invaded. Terrorists have taken over. Foreign bandits are kidnapping people. Baba, we go force them. They will come to the table. Even those who want to play wayo, saboteurs in Yoruba land, some of them they have no idea what they are getting into. Let me tell you something, This whole idea of Yoruba renegotiating whatever arrangement they have with Nigeria, it is time. That 1999 constitution is no longer binding on the people of Yoruba land anymore. And our people should know why it is no longer binding on anybody in Yoruba land anymore. That constitution, that 1999 constitution says the federal government of Nigeria will protect every territorial integrity of Nigeria, meaning everywhere they have land called Nigeria, including the borders we share with other neighboring countries. That federal government of Nigeria will protect everybody, protect lives and properties from everywhere in Nigeria. Today, Nigerians have become refugees in Cameroon, refugees in Niger, refugees in Niger Republic, refugees in Mali, in Chad. And Yorubas are now refugees in Benin Republic. Oh boy, that means that whatever is binding, that security statement, security arrangement that is binding, that is no longer viable, is no longer binding. So if you're a Yoruba man, begin to tell your children about Oodu'a land. Listen to this anthem again as a refresher. Begin to tell your children the beautiful things about your Oodu'a land. Tell them that they come from a country where if Yoruba land was allowed to be a country, today they come from one of the biggest countries in Africa, because a country with a population of over 60 million can be called a small country. Tell your children now. Start telling them. Don't tell them story about Nigeria. Do you get that now? Don't tell them about Nigeria. There's nothing to tell them about Nigeria. You can't define Nigeria. I have stopped talking to my son about Nigeria, by the way. There's absolutely nothing to tell him, nothing to remind him of, other than just things that will make me defensive. And the most thing I actually tell him about Africa at all is about Oodu'a land now. How is an Ijebu boy from a proud Ijebu family? Do you get that now? And from there, he will trace his race and his country to Oodu'a land. Begin to tell your children that. You'll be the most honest parent to your children when you begin to tell them why Yoruba as a country, we will not be called a small country. The Biafrans will not be called a small country. We are talking about countries that will stand on their own with over 40, 50, 60 million people. both in and outside the country. How can you call them small country? What is the population of Ghana? Eh? Do you get what I'm talking about? We should begin to tell our children that. You shouldn't shouldn't continue to make your children believe that they can work for a country that doesn't exist in truest sense of it. And that market value for that name is depreciating every day, that even many people would rather just pick up another country. Your children will be picking up a British or picking up American citizenship over Nigeria. Why not begin to tell them about the Oodu'a Republic? Why not begin to recruit them to grow up to ask for the true heritage, the true country of their parents? That would be your own achievement, won't it? Let's do that. Until that happens, please, please, even if you are doing it because you have a family member or you have you have relatives or you have your own ambition politically, don't ever sabotage the Oodu'a Republic campaign and awareness. Don't join them. By any means, don't. They will say anything to convince you. Oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. They don't know. Just let them know that there's no way Oodu'a Republic will be worse than what Yorubas are facing in Nigeria right now. When Yorubas were in charge of our own destiny, we have the track record of our own achievement that cut across not just in Nigeria, but across Africa and even across the sea. Think about that. Those are the legacies that we should be building. Nobody should tell you that Yorubas are going to be worse if they leave Nigeria. Those who are telling you that are those who are currently benefiting from Nigeria. They are senators. They are they are contractors to government. They are family members who are running for offices. They have family members who are civil servants who are also milking the system. But look at our people. Look at our people. So that's what I'm saying to you. You have no reason to hate anyone. People can disagree with you. Let them disagree with you. Okay? You can disagree with people too. It is all right to disagree. It is also good to listen to one another. In the process, maybe you might somehow found a common ground. You may find a common ground that whatever that disagreement is, you don't need to rule yourselves out. We need ourselves. We need ourselves. Look at my page. I am an example of what it can be to build alliance. What is it like to build alliances of trust? I've got friends across everywhere. I've got friends from the north. I've got Fulani friends here that I've seen their names. I'm like, this one is Fulani, but he's a Maiyegun Diary fan. He's even a subscriber of Maiyegun's Diary. When I shared that with my friend, he said, maybe they are DSS just following you. I was like, following me where? If DSS follow Maiyegun Diary, if he should pay attention and listen to my video, I'm going to convert him to start telling people to fight to break up Nigeria. A DSS. So what is DSS going to follow me for? So I've got friends everywhere. People who actually respect me a lot. They respect me a lot. And I don't take that for granted. I'm saying it to you just to let you know that when they tell you something is not going to happen, oh, don't be deceived. Look at me. Look at Maiyegun. You will see Uche here. You will see David here. You will see Ahmed here. You will see Olushola. Everybody, everybody mingling, relaxing. Do you really think that is something that just happened overnight? No, it is a long-term trust I built by showing people that some things are possible by listening to others. You don't have to agree with them. Just listen to them. So I'm trying to tell all of you who love this social media rivalry, Igbo versus Yoruba, Yoruba versus Hausa. Look at it. The war in Nigeria is a class war. Okay? It is not Fulani versus this or that. But it is what? It is a class war. A class war between the elite. What happened right now is that you have the Fulani elite who now control the federal government of Nigeria. And then you have the Southern Yoruba, Igbo, Ijo, Ishekiri, and all of those other elites who are also benefiting from that misrule of the Fulani elite. Look at them. Look at those who are being, what do you call it? Look at those who are giving coverage to terrorists. Who are those giving coverage to terrorists? The Fulani elite, of course. Is that far-fetched? Look at them. It's not because the Fulani elite, they love the Fulanis. At least they shall have some Fulani places Fulani governors. Look at all of them. They are Fulani governors, Fulani this, Fulani that. All of them fighting elite, Abi. Have you seen the way they are taking care of the Fulanis, the poor Fulanis? Some of them who are currently, those who are roaming about that are causing the trouble today. They claim that they are abandoned by their elite. So the elite bought guns for the Fulani, those ones that can kill. And those ones they call the people they represent. Are they better than the people they are killing? Are they better? Are they enjoying any better thing? But we need to let you know that even the Fulani they bought guns for, one day you need to let him know that he need to use the gun on his own elite. And when the Fulani elite and Fulani terrorists are killing people all across the country, who are those who are defending them or covering for them? They are not Fulani. Look at your governors. Abi, the Igbo governors are Fulani governors. Of course they are not. Abi, Yoruba governors are Fulani governors. Ijo governors are they Fulani governors. Is Wike from Fulani land? They are all elites. They are all elites. It is class war. But the moment the rich, the elite, who are now controlling the majority, the poor, when they run out of all their game, and the poor understand their game better, and the elite realize that their game is up, they won't play that Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, all this card. It will no longer work on many of us. You know what I'm talking about? So we should know that by chance. We should know that by very, very clear margin. Do you get that now? When you look at those who are shielding the criminals, who are they? Is it that poor Fulani? Is it that poor Fulani that is, what do you call it, in Katsina, who has also been kidnapped or killed or attacked or burnt, his house burnt down, and a Fulani governor negotiating with Fulani terrorists? Continue to say the Fulani terrorists are the victims, but the real victims are there in the IDP camp. Abi, you think say all those 10 million people in IDP camp in northern Nigeria and outside Nigeria, do you think all of them are Hausa? Oh, come on. You are going to be so ingenious if you believe that anyway. There are many, many people already trapped there, lost everything in this whole madness. But the elite, they are buying guns for those who can kill. They are giving them millions and all of that. Their victims are abandoned they are abandoned in different refugee camps. So is that not class war? Shouldn't the Fulani and Hausa and everyone in refugee camp right now, 10 million. Imagine if 10 million decide to shut down Nigeria. If they understand that the government is behind their own problem, it is the government that sent them to refugee camp. Imagine if 10 million of them decide to take over and shut down Nigeria. So it's a class war. The southern enablers, southern governors, southern senators, southern this and that are enabling the Fulani elite, that are committing all these atrocities, they will run away or quickly join their people and say, hey, no deal with us. So all the victims of terrorism in northern Nigeria, they have shut down northern Nigeria. We are going to get to that stage. At that point, that's when what I'm telling you now will make sense, okay? It is a class war. We must continue. Do you get that now? We must continue. We must continue to tell the people to differentiate between it. Religion shouldn't play a role. We must continue to decontaminate the minds of the people for what they have been planted in them for decades. Religion, fear, culture, tradition, manipulated informations that they have. They have passed on from decades. So we must begin to deconstruct those minds. We must begin to let them know that, and with the activities like this, of course, it may look like forever, but it seems that it's happening already. Some of you think it will take forever. Now, our messages, when I was reading that statement earlier, I could see few things we have said on this program in that statement, in that communique. I could see them boldly using the word Oodu'a nation, Oodu'a nation. That is something. If you think they are not watching, then you are not listening. You are not paying attention. They are watching us. We will not stop because the army is increasing, and we will not stop, encouraging them. We will not stop supporting them. If you know this, you know peace. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I'm beginning to get to that point. I need to take some rest now. I'm going to see you some other time as usual. But remember, how can you be with me for the past 1 hour and you haven't really, took it upon yourself to leave this chat room and just go under this video and give me a thumb up? You don't have to practice social distancing with my video. Close this chat. Yeah? Can you see that? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get that closer. This is your chat where you are dropping all your comments, yeah? Close it like that. Then you will see the like. You will see the thumb up. You will see the subscribe. You will see the join button if you want to join my platform and all of that. Look at it. I know it's not so clear, right? But what you have to leave the chat room to be able to use the like. See that there? The thumb up. Like that to me, if you can. Thank you very much for your time tonight. I'm going to play the Oodu'a anthem again. This is my own contribution to making sure that everyone is carried along and prepared, so that when the bell will sound, Oodu'a Republic, you and your children, you and your family, you can stand before your TV and sing the anthem with pride as Omo Oodu'a. You get what I'm talking about? Yes. And just finally, again, I want to tell you that we are doing so well on Maiyegun's diary. I have to be honest, okay? So this international money transfer company from the US, they are looking into the UK markets, and they are looking for platforms like our own, where Nigerians indeed congregate, where everyone comes together and talk about what is going on. They believe that you are their target market. And I believe that many of us, they won't be wrong, because many of us also send money home every now and then. It could be better. We can give them a taste of what Maiyegun's diary political is all about. But let them sign, let them sign that, let them dot that line first. And I'll come back here and I'll tell you what you have done again. Until then, I'm going to see you again, okay? Until then, stay safe, stay vigilant, stay focused, and you what? Think Yoruba, Yoruba first. Oodu'a gbe wa o, ó dàárọ̀.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa bí. ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn láti. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́